Okay, now folks, after you open your program for EndNote, you will see the blank page. And don't panic because you need to create file a new library. So new library, then this is here, and you go to the directory you want to put. For example, I want to put into here my writing. So you can give it a name. Uh, so this is the name for this. So once you create a library, this is called a library. So create. So after creating a library, where's my library? Oh, okay. So here is the boxes you'll notice. So you can enlarge it. So here is the complete form we will see. So let me introduce the format here, the button here. This is the file. This is the file for you to maneuver around whether you want to new or save and so on, save a copy and so on. And this is for edit. Edit is to make sure the different font, different size style you want to use. But most of the first step for you is references. So references, you need to create a new frame, new reference. But you see there's no reference here, right? So of course you need to create a new reference. So we can have a lot of different reference entry up here. But you see the shortcut Control N, is that right? Means that you can use your left finger, Control, and use your right finger and press N. Then you will see this is the reference entry we are going to use. So look here, and when you enter reference, there are a lot of some issues you have to pay attention to. The first one, you have to make sure the reference type, whether it is the default value is general article, and there are others, books, book section, or chart or table, or conference paper, conference proceedings, and there are some others. This is my specific use. So that if not for you, so patent, pamphlet, online multimedia, or online database, or newspaper articles, or magazine. So basically, you have to make sure the nature of your reference and choose a proper one. So this is one. So let's make a fake one first. My paper, for example. And of course, some of the elements must be keyed in. And let me show this one. Okay, let me use this one to key in the information. So I will use this to here, and I will move the file to here. So let's see here. First one, suppose I want to key in this information. So what are the major elements I need to key in? First of all, this is a book. So I make sure that this is a book. So I move up to book. Okay. So now I key in the author. So the author is Raymond Aaron. Okay. And I key in the year. This is required too. And 1966, and the title. I key in Peace and War Among Nations. So this is the title. And this is the place of the publication, the city. So this is here, New York. And this is the publisher. Doubleday is the publisher. And this is the primary information you need for book. So for now, let's just close it to see what happened. See, our first entry is here. This is our very first entry. And you see here, this is the preview. And this is the reference entry we use. Of course, we can add it here too, but we don't want to do this right now. And preview. This is preview. Okay, so if we want to enter this one, and this is journal article, and again we use Control and N, Control N to have another one. So let's say here Daniel Lin is the author. Daniel Lin. Daniel Lin. And the year is 2021. So this is 2021. And how about the title? Title is a little bit long, so I take the shortcut, just copy it, and to save us some time. So I will do this. Okay. So remember, you have to put the capitalized I-P-L-A military, and we have to put L-A military activities surrounding the blah 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 C. Okay. And what is the name of the journal? The journal name is the Study on Chinese Communism. So we just put over here. And this is journal article. This journal article. Fine. And what is the volume number? 55. So we put 55 here. And the issue number is number 1. And the page is between 124 and 129. So we put number here, 124 and 9. Well, for Arabian and Chicago style, if the pages, when you refer to the pages, the number of the page, if the previous 2 or previous 1 is the same, you just take the difference 1, only 9. So 124 to 9 means 124 to 129. So if that is 239, 31, then that would be good enough. Okay. And this is the primary information, the basic information you need. So basically, when you key in the information, the basic information for journal articles, for all the different types of references, most of the first columns are required. But you can you can refer to the Arabian manual in our website to check it out, to make comparison. So now, for now, let's close it. Okay, so we have a number 2 reference. See this one? This reference, preview reference, is very similar to this one. Instead, the only difference is I used a different number page, right? Okay, now there's another consideration. If I have 2 authors, how can I deal with them? Basically, you cannot use a comma to give this is wrong. You cannot do this, because in this case, the assistant will treat this as the family name and this is the first name. They are different. So if you have multiple authors, you have to give them a different line. So you can use enter, and we have 2 authors here. But how about any other author? Oh, yes, okay. So there are 3 authors for this article. And let's see. This is what we have over here. So remember, you have to use different line to key in individual author for your article. For example, this one. So Raymond Aaron, and the other author is Daniel Lin. And then I have to do this. And be careful for this. There's another way for you to deal with for this one, the last name is Aaron, the last name is Lin. But if you want to use this, can you? Yes, you can. This still the same, representing the same message, because this is last name separated by comma. Okay, so this is something you need to know. And by the way, if the author is some kind of organizations, for example, United Nations, if this is the organization who produced the article, then can you use this Yes, but not really, because in this case, the system will treat nation as the last name. And let's take a look about this one. See, Nations United. This is wrong, right? Because we know United Nations as the unit. It's not nations. Its name, its last name is not nations. Its first name is not unit. Then how can you deal with this? Well, you can put a comma by the end of nations. So the system will treat this as one unit and put them here. See, United Nations, peace and war among nations. Is that right? Okay, and there's another considerations here. Let me do this. Did you notice the PLA here? But when it come out to become a reference, PLA will just gone, become a regular size font. How can we keep the same format? Because we know this is the acronym we need to keep, right? Okay, so we can create edit preferences. Preferences, we can, this is a change case here. We can add in PLA, do not change the case of the following terms. We add it. So from now on, the system, this program will treat PLA as you need to have a 3 capitalized words. So in this case, let's take a look. Now the PLA is smaller, right? Here. And we click. Okay, let's see. Not yet. Well, maybe. Let me see if I can do the wonder. uh, see this one and use EndNote and to insert citation and pop out here. Because of this previous information is the same, so I need to take this away. Okay. Huh? Well, I'll give you further instruction about this, why it does not change. Maybe I need to turn it off and turn it on again. But anyway, just pay attention to, you can use edit preferences to give this, don't change the case. PLA, this is PLA. So strange. But anyway, this is what we have for today. And not yet. I mean for PLA. And now there's another way for you to key in. Now we are using our manual label to key in all the references, right? But sometimes you don't need to do this. You can use the information provided by the website, for example, from our library. So this is the address for our library. Just go there and search for digital database. And using foreign sources, use English version for all of us. Okay, so find databases A to Z and foreign languages. And there are several sources we can use, right? I told you before. Let's directly go to JSTOR. JSTOR is the highest quality paper source you can have. This is JSTOR, but you cannot click here. You have to click the red button. It says 校外连线. You have to click it. And once you click it, it will ask for pass ID and password, and mine is here, so I just log in. So this is JSTOR. So once I log in, then I can explore the world's knowledge, cultures, and ideas. Okay, so now let me allow. the cookies. So now I can just simply type the search. For example, I would like to Taiwan politics. Okay, and maybe I could use advanced search. Advanced search. I can use Taiwan politics again, and Taipei, only refer to Taipei. And also I would like to have item types. I need to have a research report or articles or books. I want to have this. And language, all language available. That is cool, right? Okay, so now I can just click search, and I can submit advanced search to see if there are any information, any articles I can retrieve from the search. Why there are so many? What? Okay, so here comes out the result. See, access provided by Wenzao Ursuline University of Languages. So that's from our school. So we do not do anything to retrieve the articles. Everything is provided for us. So let's look here. So for example, I would like to have this one, handling the Taiwan issues. So mostly if I found out the article is interesting by looking at the title, I will click in. Click in to see the context. And normally it will provide you some abstract. What is this? Come on, I have everything. Okay, so this is the article, right? This is the article, journal article I can have. Okay, I can read it online to see if the context is fitting my need. If this is one I love to have, then let's take a look about what can we do to have this piece of article. First, you can download it. Before I download it, normally I would copy the name of the file. So I will download the file, accept and download. So this is the file, and it's still on my Google. So I will download the file to my own computer. So I just copy my file, right? The title name, and I come here, and I will use the title name I just copied, and I change the column to something else, so I can save the file to my folder I would like to keep. So this is my file I just keep. Here is the file. See? Okay. So, but this is not it yet. Why? Because when we come back here, then we know we have the text, but we need to have the information kept in our EndNote because we need it, right? So how can we use it and import it into our library? This is our library. This file is a library, and this is coded as one reference entry. One entry, the other entry. Okay, now we want to import this one. So how to import it? Look at here, there's a site, and we click it, site. So now site, so we want to, there are a lot of choices here. You can copy this, but that is not our purpose. We want to use this one. Export to an RS file for EndNote. So this is EndNote, right? So we click it. So once we click it, then you will see there's a file download, including the reference information of the specific article. So I'm going to click it. Then you will see the change here. See the change, right? So now we have an article here. So let's open, enlarge the screen here. Did you see the reference information is included here. So convenient, right? We don't have to do everything. Of course, be careful about one thing. Once the reference entry is imported into your EndNote, the first step for you is to double check whether it is clear, it is right. Sometimes it is not. But articles from Gesto, from Oxford Academic, or from Sage journals, normally they provide quite a good quality of reference entry. But still, we need to double check. So let's see this one. Greater Lawrence E. Okay, and the last name is E separate by comma. Well, it is good. And 2002. And handling the Taiwan issue, Bush administration policy over Beijing and Taipei. Well, this is good too because this is all capitalized. And the journal name is Asian Affairs. And the publishers, the Taylor and Francis Ltd. Well, normally we don't need to include this one. Why is that? Because publisher, the name of the publisher, we do not need a company, Ltd, limited. That kind of marking can be taken away. So we change it a little bit. And volume 29, issue 1, and the page is from 3 to 15. That's good. And ISSN is this, and legal notes is this, and here is the URL, the reference, the website, and this is the date I access. Today is it's from England, so it's May 9th, Gesto. Okay, so great. We have most of the information we need. And before you close it, remember this attach. We can attach our PDF file. So let's take a look. We want to attach PDF file, right? So where can we have it? So we can click here. And remember that we have our file saved in my folder. So I will go there to find it. Go there to find it. It's here. And here and here. So I just saved this file. So I click here. I save. So this is the file I saved in my library. So here now I accomplished my first entry for a complete reference. I just close it. So look here. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. So this is the entry, reference entry, the complete one with all the information I need to have. Well, that's great, right? And this is Arabian Nights footnote is good too. If I change to 8, is there any difference? Not too much. And if I change to Chicago, well, it's almost the same. Fine. Okay, and then let's take a look at this one because we have a PDF, right? So let's take a look. I did. Why is this? Oh, come on. So I do have this. Oh, here. Okay, it takes time. Takes time to come back. So now look here. This is one of the reference entry you took from our library, and this is our library. Beautiful library available for all students from Wenzao. So you can just go to explore all your topic and put your reference entry here. So in the future you can use it. For example, if you found you read it and you found that, oh, okay, for example, if you want to use the passage here, you found this passage, let me find an interesting passage. Okay, for example, this one. Behind the public face of this exchange, this seems to emerge. Okay, so if this is the passage I want to use, of course I can go to go to my file. Oh, that's too small. Okay. Anyway, let's shrink it a little bit. So this is the reference, and this is the specific pages I want to use, and it's appear on page 6. This is page 6. Okay, so I can just go to my writing. For example, if my writing is here, I want to this is my citation instead of 3. I put it here, and this is what I want to cite. This is, and this is reference, and this is the reference I cite. And I come here to insert a citation. Insert a citation here. And this article's reference will be incorporated here. And this is page. Let's see, page. Page number 6, right? So I put a number 6 here. So it will appear. Here, there will be a number 6. Where is number 6? Oh, here. This is number 6. Okay, so this is the basic operation for the entry. The first one is that you can take the reference entry by yourself. You identify a book, read it, identify the title, the author, the publication year, the publication place, and the company, and so on, and just key in. And the other one is to download automatically from the quality database from our Wenzao school. Wenzao University has a lot of sources for you to explore. This is one, and there are others. For example, you can go to let's see, Oxford Academic. This is one. Okay. Or you can go to Sage Journals. This is another one. Or if you want to go to Sage e-reference, that is also good. And if you want to explore a lot of dissertations, then you can go to here, PQDT, Progressed Dissertation and Thesis. So basically, all foreign language written dissertation in the United States is here. And of course, if you want to explore newspapers, for example, some students will use newspapers articles to do content analysis, then Press Reader is a very good source for you to use. Okay, you can just explore by yourself. Okay, so now let's come back to lesson 10. Your assignments for today, that is, you have to choose one of the 2 paragraphs you wrote in the previous 2 sessions and practice using EndNote. Publish your paragraph with the following requirements. First, you need to revise your paragraph here and highlight the sentences that are your opinion and identify the evidences that you need to provide. For example, here. Apparently, in here, these are my opinions. All of these are my opinion, right? So I need to highlight the portions that is my opinions. And these 2 parts are the reference I need to provide, citation. These 2, I need to provide citations. Okay? So basically you need to distinguish 2 parts, your own opinions and the ideas from others. The yellow part is ideas, mine. And this one is from the ideas of others. Okay? So now let's move down to here. You have to identify the evidences for you to do. So now you use Word and the EndNote to edit your paragraph, footnotes and reference like the sample paragraph with citation listed before, and paste your final paragraph here. Okay? And also paste your final footnotes here, and also paste your final reference here. Basically, Later, I will change the format and allow you to upload your Word document. That would be much easier for you to do. So basically, the only thing I need you to do is to upload your Word file with proper citations and EndNote use. Okay, any question? If not, and I will ask all the team leaders to call up your team members to have a small group discussion among yourself about how to proceed to your homework for today, lesson 10. Okay, so now you can have your small group discussion, and we will end our class at 12. Of course, if you finish your discussion, you may just dismiss. Okay, and see you. And I'm going to change the form and allow you to upload the file of your documents.
By when?
Again, the same, Sunday midnight.
Okay.
Excuse me, Professor. So
Yeah. Yeah, Maria, is that you?
Yeah, so can you read the Google Meet, Professor?
Yeah. Come on, say it.
Okay, thank you. I asked, I asked, can we leave the Google Meet?
Yeah, yes, of course you can leave the Google Meet. Yes, you may.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay,
please.
thank you.
Please do
Thank
so.
you.
It's okay.
Thank you.
See ya. Bye. Bye. Fine.
Thank you, Professor.
Okay, sure. Bye.